Hi folks, it's Paul from the series Dancing with Cancer. It's Sunday the 2nd of March 2025. This week has had two clear parts. On Monday I had a meeting with the speech and language therapist and was given permission to start eating and drinking again. But that didn't go well. Put simply, my throat was still too sore and my swallowing not strong enough. That disappointment early on in the week set the tone, unfortunately. Despite playing more pickleball with my group, having my first open pickleball session at the local sports centre, and having my first gym session, my spirits were pretty low. I've long had a problem with my reaction to disappointments and being too hard on myself. During counselling over the last few years, I've developed an ability to flatten out the impact of the change curve we all face in tough times, but I guess my resilience has been low. Whilst in the gym, I caught sight of myself in the mirror, and I hated what I saw, and the feeling I wasn't progressing as I want. Afterwards, I had a catch up with some good friends and open up on that feeling of not being me anymore. My friends were pretty supportive, but I went home feeling pretty miserable. That night in bed, I couldn't sleep and ended up, not for the first time, giving myself a right telling off and promising myself I would restart the fight the next day. So on the next day, I got up, got on with domestics and work, and had a cup of tea, which apart from sips of water was my first oral intake. Later I had another. I had some cuppa soup, and eventually a yoghurt. All of that was accompanied by listening at very high volume to CamelPhat's Pacha Ibiza opening night from last year, and remembering that I was there for their closing party, and it proper lifted my spirits. So a week of two parts, really. That brings me on neatly to this week's music. In a week of two parts, I've decided to go with two tracks. The first is a simply fantastic track. It's by Dirty Vegas, the CamelPhat extended mix, and it's called Days Go By. In typical CamelPhat style, it builds and builds with incredible production. The line is, "Days go by and still I think of you," representing this week's feeling of endless days with no sign of me returning. The second fantastic track represents the return of the Battler. It's by Oliver and Jimmy Jules and is called Pushing On and contains the lyrics, "Till the rivers run dry, I've got to try, try, try. I'll keep pushing on." This week's message to others is about the need to continually assess where you're at, what you've already achieved, and firstly, give yourself a break. And secondly, set yourself new goals continually. It's even more important when you're at a low ebb. Hope that helps. And that's it for another short video. And another week has gone by, and I am pushing on. So bye for now, from Paul, from the series Dancing with Cancer.